Okay, good morning, everybody. Super excited talking about, again, one of my favorite things, numbers. Talking about numbers. Some of you saw the presentation yesterday. When you saw the spreadsheet, you said, yeah, definitely George is definitely an nerd. Because how many people love to do spreadsheets? You know, I have a granddaughter that she said that one of the best gifts that she ever had when she was 14 years old, how to use Excel. I think I have a granddaughter that is following my steps. She's right now, she's 16, and her Excel is like a game for her. And at 16, she's making money online already. She's a junior in high school. Yeah, she's a junior. Or maybe, yeah, she's a junior in high school, and she's making money online. No, it's not tons. I mean, yeah, it's kind of good money for a kid, because usually a kid when goes to work, well, makes, I don't know, $200 or $300 a week. That's what she's making, but online. And just like a game, for her it's a game, numbers game. That's funny. It's why I said she's going to be a super entrepreneur. But anyway, welcome. And yeah, we are going to be talking about numbers, uh, and and the reason again is because even we don't have to go in deep to explain the pay plan now. It's why I created one-page pay plan. If you want to go kind of deep, that's a great way to show the whole picture, and that's what we are going to be using this morning. Or yeah, this morning for some of you. For some of you, in the East, it's not the morning anymore. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay. All right. Move the way to up. And many of you that had this page already, that's the compensation plan. And I'm going to be using this because this is a great way to actually, even for you, to just go through the pay plan and to use a refresher as a refresher. We have to make sure I said that, and I have to use the income disclaimer. Yeah, we are going to talk about numbers. You can make a lot of money, but that depends on you. There are many factors, etc. And the reason I'm doing the disclaimer is because some people sometimes they don't hear and say, that means that if I bring two people, I just go to bed and I become millionaires and I'm making 21,000 a week. I want to make sure that we are clear here, depend on us. Now, I'm going to go through every session of the pay plan that you see there. And then, of course, I'm going to be open for questions. The first part is the retail program, and it's really cool because it's just simple. People buy, 25% you make, and then you get paid the following day as long as the order comes before 3 o'clock. And this is when the banks are open. This is ideal for influencers, direct sellers, service office, health professionals, etc. And that's amazing because it's very simple. Many health professionals, what they do, they just buy the first time, let's suppose, one of the bigger packages. And then what they do every time a patient buys the product from them, or a client, if it's an office of something, some kind of health, they sign up the person as a customer there because they are selling them. Remember, they are not building, these are their patients, the clients. And then what happened, they place create account for them as a customers. They buy the product and they send it back to them. In other words, they are replenishing their inventory, and then they make 25% every time they do that. And it's a revolving inventory, and this is really cool. Or again, when somebody clicks to your link, and sometimes instead joining, what they decide is to buy, and you get 25%. You don't force anybody to become a BA. There's no any reason to force anybody to become a BA, because that can give you a black eye in the future. Why? Because a person can say, I was forced to do blank, and you didn't force anybody. People want to buy, just buy. A person and now if it's a person that has a lot of connection, you said, if I put you in the tree, do you think if you like this, you are going to recommend to other people? Yes. Then you know that you could make money and the product could be for free. And you go more in details, and then you sign up the person as a BA. But the retail is very important part of the program because we have to show that there's an intent to sell that product. Anyway, the next one is the PIB. PIB is very simple. Somebody buy a package and you get a PIB. They go from $25 all the way up. And when I say $25 all the way up, is that although each package has a PIB, a person, if they order more than the package or they order several packages, when you add all that on, that would be the PIB for the first week. When an order, again, the first order is placed, doesn't matter if it's a package or two packages of a bunch of products, you're going to get a minimum of $25 up. That's in a 100-point order, all the way to unlimited. When I mean unlimited, again, it could be a package that you make $100, another one 150, could be a combination of packages, could be a person that buys 2 or 3 or 4 packages. It doesn't matter. You are going to get a PIB, and that's paid weekly, like it says there. The next one is the cycle. The cycle is not really common. There are very few companies that use cycle, but it's a very powerful way to build. Why? People ask me, why, if it's so good, why most companies don't use? Because they are paying everything up front on commissions. What do I mean? If you are in a company that's an older company, like many of the companies that we know, they are paying on levels. And at the beginning, you are qualified for a few levels. In other words, the company is paying you less because it doesn't matter how deep you are. If the plan said, if you don't do this, you are going to pay only 2 levels, 3 levels, 4 levels. Whatever comes below is gone. You never, at the end of the 30 days, that disappear and start from zero. Companies are making more money. They pay less up front. Here, if you have 2 legs, or when you have 2 legs, because you have 2 legs, and then volume start coming left and right, whatever, if you are getting the whole thing, 300, 600, 600, 300 all the time, you get paying the whole thing. Doesn't matter how deep it is. It's why many companies don't like to pay to have this kind of plan, because especially when the companies are new, they want to have the most money up front possible. And in this pay plan, they always, with all the volume that comes, that is in the right proportion like this, they had to pay. It doesn't matter how deep it is. Now, it's amazing for us because a person can come and build an organization, go very deep and make a lot of money. It's why in this kind of pay plan, people make more money faster. You see bigger checks faster than in any other kind of pay plan. It's why we see that within the 3 years of this company, we have already several people hitting $1 million a year. Because again, the pay plan is going to pay as deep as you can go up to $21,000 a week. That's $1 million a year, more than $1 million a year. But this is very powerful, the cycle. And again, cycle is when you have 300 points coming on one side, 600 on the other one, or the other way around. 600 on one side, 300 on the other one, and you get a cycle. Whatever you don't get paid, stay there as long as you are consuming products or ordering 60 points every 4 weeks. Doesn't matter how long the volume stays there. If you are not building much, but one leg is going bananas because somebody is coming there, you can have hundreds of thousands or even millions of points waiting for you. It's why it's called a bank. Because the day that you, let's suppose on the right side, you have thousands of points, the left side, every time that you get 300 points, you are going to get paid $35. Just start using that bank that is on the opposite side, and the side that has the most volume. You never lose the volume. Something else that's cool about this pay plan, you never, ever, ever, ever lose anybody. Because one of the challenges in some plans is when you have somebody under you that reach certain rank before you, you lose that person forever and you never get a penny on that person ever. And most of the older companies use that kind of pay plan because that was the way that they were built. By the way, that's another way for a company to finance themselves. It's interesting. And again, this pay plan is amazing. Owners of companies that use this pay plan, they pay more from the beginning when they're building the business, but at the same time, they know that from the point of view of the growth of the company, companies grow very fast with this kind of pay plan because people are super excited. It's rare to find a company that hit the $100 million, at least in the probably took like 5 or 6 or 7 years before they hit it, because those plans move slower because there's not the motivation or left or right. It's why we are in 3 years, we passed the toll, I think so, I don't remember, over 200 something million dollars already. Most companies don't do that. If you look at the story of other companies that don't have this kind of pay plan, rarely there could be exceptions. Any company hit 100 million in accumulated volume before 5 years or 6 years. Because again, they move slower. These plans move faster. Now, think commission, I'm going to go very deep here. Think commissions, when I say very deep, it's more graphic. It's very simple, 300, 600, 600, 300. You can set up on goals on cycles. Like I say, for example, you want to buy a pair of shoes and they cost $300. What do? Oh, that's about 10 cycles. I'm gonna make 10 cycles and then I'm gonna buy my shoes. And you can use it to create goals for everything. And again, you can get it up to 600 cycles per week. That's really cool. Now, then we have rewards. These rewards are, although they seem small, they're so cool. Because every 6 months when you are in Smartship, and we are going to talk about Smartship, it's very important. Somebody just posted on the right side, the Smartship, let's see, Smartship is very important. It is. Without Smartship, your business is not going to be a long term, but we are going to talk about it in a second. But anyway, when you are in Smartship for 6 months, you're going to get a reward certificate that you can use for products to buy $100 in product. That's really cool. By the way, customers, they have rewards too. If it's a customer, not a BA, a customer, for every $300 that they spend, they get $33 reward for the next order. And then also they can refer customers and they get $10. Now, if somebody is referring for me customers and it's a customer, I always tell them, you know what, you will be making more money if you become a BA. Now, if the person still wants to keep referring people, that's okay. Because guess what? Every time they refer a customer, it's counted like if it's your personal customer too, and they give you 25%. Like if you sold it, even if that was referred by a customer. That's not cool. That's why this pay plan is so cool, so amazing. Okay, let's go to the next step. Okay, one of the secrets here is to help people to get cycles. Yes, we want to get people to the next rank, to the first rank, have the first rank way is when you have your 2 people, one on the left, one on the right, with at least points. That means that it's a qualified brand ambassador. But anyway, it's to make money, what we want to. We want people to make money. Every time that somebody make a cycle in our team, you get up to 30% matching. In this case, when you have your happy 10, and the slide before I didn't explain that, but the happy 10 is when you have 10 people that are active ordering every month. It could be a combination of customers and BAs, or just BAs, for example. And you get up to 30% every time they cycle. They cycle $35, you get $10.50. That's not bad. And this is on your all personals. But that's why this is so powerful. Help your people to make money and you make money. And here is the example. With the Happy 10, you get up to 30%. If you're not Happy 10, it's 25%. Now, and then people, when they bring people, that will be the L2. And let me make sure, because some people get confused. What is the L1? L1 is every person that you sponsor. Every person that you sponsor personally is your L1. Every person that your L1 sponsor is your L2. Everybody that your L2 sponsor is your L3. And that means that, for example, when somebody personally sponsors somebody, that's your L2, and when that person make money, you get a matching bonus on that person at 15%. When those L2 sponsor somebody, they sponsor somebody, that would be your L3, you get 10%, all the way to 7 levels. There is no limit of how much you can earn in matching bonus. As you saw on the binary side, you can get up to $21,000 a week. Here, there's no limit. You can make millions of dollars because there's no limit. Doesn't matter how many people you have, how many you have a bunch of people earning a lot of money, and I'm going to show you here. I love spreadsheets again. Okay, let me. Okay, all right. And this is very simple. Let's suppose that you sponsor, and this is again an example. Sponsor one person, And one person is making, I don't know, let's make a person that's a good one, $5,000 every week. Guess what? The company pay you up to 30%. You're getting $1,500. I don't know why they told us it's not working. Huh, something, oh, I know what happened. Oh, no, that's weird. Where, why is it getting, um, let me try something here. Okay. Yeah, because not giving me the total. That is interestingly weird. Well, doesn't matter. Here it is. Okay. Now, let's suppose a person that's making money, doesn't matter if it's a few $100s a week or $1,000 a week, they have people making money. If it's a person making $5,000 a week, they're going to have several people making money at different levels. Some of them $100 a week, some of them 1,000, some of them 5,000, some of them even more than that. But let's assume that this person has 5 people that are personals that are making money, and they're making like $3,000 every week. You get a 10%, that's added to 3,750. People are making 3,000. They have people making money. Let's suppose that each one has 4 times 5 is 20. And let's suppose that each one is making average 2,000, some of them more, some of them less. You see, it's a total of $7,000 more per week that you are earning. That's over $350,000 a year extra. That's the power of the matching bonus. Let me make it a little funner here. Okay, what if, and I'm going to calculate this income in a year. This person is a super leader, and this one of the people earning $1 million a year. Just in one person, you can be earning $300,000 a year, obviously paid through the weeks. But look, you've brought a super leader, and the company is rewarding you because you brought a super leader. Now, super leader is going to have tons of people making money, but let's suppose that 5 of them are accumulating all the incomes, and the average of each one is like, suppose, 600,000. Although it's possible that he has a few people earning $1 million a year too. That's another 450. And those 600,000, they have tons of people making money, definitely. Let's suppose that each one has 5, it's 25, and let's suppose that the average is 400,000 per person. That puts you in $1.7 million a year. Now, you see, this is the power, that's the power of the Payplan matching bonus side. It's super exciting. Okay, let me go to the next slide, I mean. But you see how cool the numbers are? And this is a spreadsheet that I set up in Excel. Do you have a rank advancement bonuses? Now, they seem little, but they are powerful. For example, when you become a 1-star, you get a $100 certificate that you can use for products, 2-star 200, 3-star 300. 3-star pro, you get the 300 certificate for plus $100 token. Now, what is the difference between a token and a certificate? Both then do the same thing. You can buy products, but the token has volume. In other words, when I mean has volume, you can buy products and the volume of the product count. In the case of the certificate, doesn't. For example, $100, you buy $100, you have like a 50 CV at the counts. And by the way, you can give the tokens away to somebody else to help them sign to buy more products, and you still have points. You can transfer tokens. You can transfer also certificates. But anyway, 3-star elite, 500 tokens, then 1,000 tokens. Right now, there's a promotion that you get at $1,500 when you become a 4-star director. Then from that point on, there's 2,000 tokens, 4,000 tokens, etc. But then at the gold diamond and above, you actually get in cash that goes from 50,000 to 250,000. That's really cool. Those become very big at that point. Now, then you have the 3% profit share that start at 4-star. And this, well, the company takes all the sales of the company worldwide, and they divide it among the people that qualify. And the more shares you have, the better. And the way that you get shares, many ways. And I'm not going to explain everything here because it doesn't matter, but it's very simple. For every 1,000 points that your team produces, you get 1 share. And by the time we are 4-star, you are producing thousands of points, obviously. For every person that goes up in rank that you personal sponsor, or you go in rank personal sponsor, you get shares too. When you there are so many ways that you get shares. When you are in Smartship, you get a share every week that you are in Smart Share, and that's a place that eventually this part could give hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. And of course, we have incentives, trips, etc. And some of you just came back from one of the studios. I may have many promotions. But let me go back here, and this is the Smart Ship. Smart Ship is very important because, let me tell you the numbers. When you sponsor people in Smart Ship, 90% of them order the second time. When you sponsor people that are not in Smart Ship, only 1 in 5 remember to order. What do you prefer, 90%? Let's suppose in this case, it's 1 in 5. That means that for every 10, only 2 people remember to order. Well, if you sign 10 people in the Smart Ship, 9 of the 10 remember to order. This is very important. But plus you have already, like I said, you have the benefits of the brochures, etc. But this is so important. People, you don't want people, first of all, that forget to order, because the longer they use the product, the more results are going to have with the product. And second, if they forget to order, remember, you are accumulating volume. And if they have already volume under them, that volume is going to go to 0. That's not fun when people volumes go to 0. And that's one of the reasons sometimes people get dismotivated. Oh, I have 2,000 points accumulated, they go to 0 and they don't do anything after that. It's why Smartship is so important. And some people, well, I'm going to remember to order. Oh, famous last words. I heard that so many times. And many people, they lose their volume. Now, the company has a one-time exception. If you forgot or your credit card doesn't go through, for some reason, you can call right away and the company restore the volume. But you cannot do it more than once. Make sure you are in Smartship, and it's called Smartship for a reason. Not only you are saving money, but you are making sure that you are not going to forget to order and you lose your whole volume. And from the point of view of keeping people in your team, again, if you are not putting people in a Smartship, you have the chances that for every 5 people that you sign up, only 1 is going to stay, 4 are not going to order again. And they forgot, totally. And to tell you how powerful the Smartship is, how many times you get a subscription in something, $19, $20 or something per month, and you are not using the subscription anymore, but you forgot to cancel. And you are getting charged for something that you don't use. Here, you are going to be charged for something that you are using that's helping you. It's why long-term success is going to happen with AutoShip. If you are not telling your people to become AutoShip, your team is going to stuck and it's not going to grow. Doesn't matter how many people sponsor, because remember, for every 5 people, 4 are not going to reorder, but if they, or for every 10, 2 are going to order, and 8 are not going to reorder. But for every 10, in the other case, 9 are going to reorder. Those are the averages, and that's why we have to make sure that we are in AutoShip. Of course, let me get out here. Oh, I had another. Oh, no, that's it. Okay, let me get out of here. Any questions so far? I'm going to show in a second a spreadsheet that is going to be excited for those of you that were in the call yesterday. It was super good. When I mean super good, I love the numbers. Hey, Kimberly, go ahead.
Yes, hi. Somebody had a question here about the
About what? Sorry?
about cycles. Like maybe if you could just touch base on what a cycle is really quickly.
Yeah, okay, let me go back to that slide. Actually, I have it here. No, I'm going to use better this slide. Okay. All right. Let me go back to the slide. All right. Okay, before that, let me see the question. What would be the question about the cycle? Um, da, 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 da. Um, what is mostly the question? Just to repeat, what is a cycle? I
Just to
think.
be clear on what is a cycle.
Oh, okay. It's very simple. You get 300 points on one side, 600 on the other one, the other way around. That's a cycle. When you have 300 points on one side, 600 on the other one, could be 600 on the left side, 300 on the other one. That's a cycle. Whatever extra is there, stay there until the next cycle. In other words, let's suppose that you got in 300 on one side, 700 on the right side. There are $100, 100 points left. You get paid on 300 and 600, and there are 100 points waiting there for the next cycle. That, by the way, could be the other way around. What do I mean that? Now, the next time, 600 come on the left side and 200 on the right side, and then you cycle again. But again, it's very simple. It's when you have 300 points, 600 points. And that's powerful because our pay plan doesn't depend on levels. It doesn't matter how deep the volume comes, the computer is looking for that. That means that doesn't depend, even if you have people that are inactive in between, it doesn't affect the cycles at all because it's looking for volume. If the person is not ordering, skip that person like if they didn't exist because it's looking for the volume. It's why this pay plan is so powerful. It goes really deep because it's looking for that 600 and 300 or 300 and 600 points. That's why it's so powerful. I hope I clarify it. And you can get paid up to $21,000 a week on that. It's clear?
Yeah, she said thank you.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Yeah, that's, and the cycle part is always a new thing that when you are seeing it for the first time that I saw cycles, and the company I was before was the first time that I was in a company that was using cycles. And at first, my upline said, you know what, George, you had to become a professional cycler. And I'm thinking, gee, I know a tremendous cycler and fell off my bicycle all the time. What does he mean? And because I didn't understand it at first, but then that's true. The more cycle you do, you become a professional cycler, and you are getting paid every time, $35 every time that happens. But it's a really, and I love it because again, what allows you is to go really deep in your organization. And that's one of the cool things about cycles. Any other question before I go to the next one that's going to be cool? When I mean it's cool, it's really cool. And that's part of the presentation that I did yesterday. And for those of you who's going to be familiar, okay. All right. Now, let's talk about money right now. And again, like I said, this is just an example, but let me share my screen again. Yeah, I can see my screen. All right. Okay, let's see how you can make $5,000 or more. Now, and in the next 90 days. Now, some of you may say, like I said yesterday, oh yeah, but I've been on this for a year and I'm not making $5,000 a month. Well, the secret here is consistency and persistency. And then in order to see if you are going the right place, you have to have documentation of what you are doing. Now, there are many ways that you are going to make money, but here are the main ones. You are getting fast start, you're getting retail sales too, but I didn't put it there, but fast start, you're getting the bonuses, the weekly cycle, you're getting the matching bonuses, and also, but then you are creating duplication, because without duplication, this is not going to happen. Simple as that. Okay, now, it's very simple. Connect with 30 people. 15 are going to take a look, and 5 may enroll. That's kind of the rule of thumb. Those 30 people, how often you connect with them? If you are connecting with people consistently, and 15 of them are looking at the presentation. Doesn't matter if it's in a week or in a month. It's a great chance that you are signing up 5 people. Now, you have to make sure that you have documentation that show you your progress, or if you don't have any progress at all. And this is the form. Very simple. And you have seen it before. You connect with 30 people, and then 15 are going to say yes to take a look. And when I say take a look, you're getting people a presentation. It could be a Zoom presentation, could be a coffee presentation, could be a office presentation, doesn't matter, but a good way for people to see you. And that's when then the sign-ups start happening. Most of the time, they don't happen right away, and that's something I want to clarify. Most of the time, people are going to sign up after you follow up with them, at least 5 times. That's why these numbers are not going to happen right away. You connect with 30 people today, 15 look at the information, 5 enroll, but this 5 enroll could happen in a period of a month, or even 2 months, or even 3 months. That's why when you do this weekly, it's when you are eventually going to have these numbers every week, not only every month, but has to be done every week. Numbers don't lie. Activity don't lie. This form doesn't lie. If somebody come to me and said, George, I'm not doing well, the first thing that I'm asking now is, show me the form. I want to see your activity. And I tell you one thing, no one person ever that has complained about doing well has shown me a tracking form like this. They say, well, I have some names here and they are all disorder. I call all these people, but when we count, they say, I talk to everybody. And when we count, they call like 20 people, 30 people, and they have failed on the follow-up. Or they were talking too much. That's why it's so important the trainings that are on the weekday, Monday to Friday. Are you there? Because on the scripts that we have, you have to stop talking too much. You scare people out, and people think that they already know everything. But activity is so darn important. Now, I'm going to go into this. Actually, let me erase it a second, because this is a spreadsheet that I put together. All right. Okay. Let me go into the spreadsheet to explain what this is. I set it up because I want to go the activities. You see on the corner, it reads weeks here, okay? Then it reads 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the same thing in the column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then 13. What do I mean? 90 days have 13 weeks. And the plan, I'm making it so flexible that I'm talking about weeks 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. The first column, this column, is you. How many people you are sponsoring. The rest is what your team is doing. Okay? Now, this on purpose goes 7 levels down, but it can go unlimited. You see, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's actually 6. And then the total is here. This is the total. But anyway, now, let's choose a package. Anybody wants to choose a package here? We are going to talk only about packages. We are not going to talk about Smart Ship. We are not going to talk about matching bonus. Only the packaging going in and the PIBs, obviously, that are coming for you personally. Anybody wants to choose a package? Or this package that we have here. It could be a $17.99, $9.99, $5.09, $5.99.
$17.99.
Okay, I know, Kimberly, you are going to choose the biggest one. If we have $1 million, you will be choosing the $1 million. Okay, but that's
All you
good.
need are 6 of those, and you're on your way.
Yes. Now, what we're going to do here, the numbers that are going to appear on the right side are going to be enormous because we are using the first package. Now, remember, the idea is to make 5 to 10,000 or more in the next 90 days. I'm not talking per month. I'm talking the amount of money, because from that point, the monthly comes from the consistency doing this, because the smart chips, that's why the smart chip is so important, because if you have for every 10 people, 8 quitting, that's not going to work. But if you have for every 10 people, 9 staying, it's going to work. It's why the smart chip is so darn important. I want to make sure that I repeat that many millions of times. Okay, let's choose this package. This package has 900 points, correct? 900 points. And we see when I enter the 900 points here in the volume appear 900 points. And the PIB is 250, you see? Then 250. Now on the PIB where you see the zero, the 250 start. It's why this is like a calculator. I love it. And they're talking. Now, let's assume, how many people will you sponsor in the first 2 weeks, Kimberly, now that you are the one that talked about the number?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're in
Well,
trouble.
my first week,
my
I
first 2 weeks.
sponsored 12.
12. Holy cow, the numbers are going to be huge. But
It was a
remember,
nice check.
everybody has to be in a smart ship, but not only the nice check, look what is happening here. We are going to assume that every person that you sponsor is bringing only 2 people on the next 13 weeks. Now, you're bringing 12 people. Holy cow.
I had 3 stars out of that group.
Yeah, well, that's $3,000 in PIB, but look, if all of them would be in our ship duplicating it, how many people would you have? Look at the corner on the right side. Look at the volume here. As a matter of fact, let's do it a little cooler because sometimes it's hard to read. Sell 1,000. Okay. 1.3 million points. Why did it happen? Because people were not duplicating. Many were not coming in ownership. Maybe you were sponsoring people because you were excited because everybody when they come up. But it's why it's so important to stick with the system. How many of them actually they have a form where they come up to you and say, I'm doing this. Now, this is what happens when duplication is happening. And it's not putting anybody on the spot or anything like that. It's just because it's like when you have a car and it's making a noise and you say, what the heck that noise is coming from? You have to go to the mechanic, and the mechanic sometimes use a computer to find out what is going on. The computer is based in algorithm. Algorithms are based on numbers. It's a form by the calculator. And then it's why we have to see why I have not grown the way that I wanted, because since I'm supposed to be earning, actually let me add it on all this, the comma. I don't know why I didn't do it. Format, cell, yeah, number, decimal. Okay, all right, now, didn't do it. Let me try again. Oops, shoot, come on. I don't want that. Sorry, but this is it's trying to calculate for me. I don't want to do calculation. I want control here. I just want to put a comma there. It's a number and comma separated. All right. All right. Then the numbers are clear. It's 1.3 million points in volume. That's supposed to be $56,000. Again, that's so darn important. Here, the reason I create this plan is why the numbers don't happen. If for every 10 people, 8 are quitting because they are in ownership or they are not duplicating, these numbers are not going to happen. Period. Usually duplications stop in the second or third level. When a person is not connecting right away the person with the team, getting people in the smart ship, etc. This doesn't work with customers. If you're getting a person that's buying a big package just because they want a lot of products, but they are not going to talk to everybody, they are just a customer buying a big package, because that could happen, or buying 100 points, doesn't matter. Those numbers are not going to happen. It's why sometimes if we are forcing somebody, a customer, to become a VA, we are creating a fake number. I'm being super direct here because numbers don't lie. Numbers are direct. Numbers are crude. Numbers tell you the truth. They are raw. It's why the differentiation in between a retail customer and a BA. I don't want ever gonna tell anybody, what the heck are you signing up that person with BA? It's giving you a fake number right here. I had 12 people and they're not duplicating me. Or they come here, I smart chip, I ain't gonna remember how to order. Obviously the person doesn't understand the pay plan. That's it, or it's not committed. It's like the person that say, yeah, I see you tomorrow in the Zoom and doesn't appear. Oh yeah, I'm gonna remember how to order, and they don't order. It's why we have to do the right thing, because if not, it's like if you sponsor 0 and there is a 0 there. Now you know why and by the way, I'm not picking in anybody. I'm just saying smart chip and duplication and signing up the person the right way is how it's going to work. Simple. Okay, all right. I just want to, I was looking at the questions. Okay, 3 bottles. Usually when a person ordered 3 bottles, by the way, it's because they want to try the product, and that's okay. They say, okay, but I don't like it. For those of you that see the presentation when I am talking about creating your site, I have a site that say they have the GLP and the complements products like the Vitalite, the Revive, etc. This is something else, and I've been telling this before the GLP-3 came. I started using the Kinetic when it came out last year. And I lost around 20 pounds with the Kinetic. Why? Because I didn't feel hungry. And one of the ways that works to create energy is helping to speed up a little the metabolism. And guess what? That's burning more fat. However, I was stuck, and what GLP-3 did, get to the metabolic side, and then I lost another 25 pounds. So the other way around, 25 and 20. I don't remember. It's why that's an amazing, amazing product. And I don't know, so few people talk about that. It's an amazing complement product. Plus, at the same time, one of the biggest problems with people are losing weight, they dehydrate much easier. Guess what? What Kinetics does? Hydrate you. Some people get in a bad mood. Guess one of the things Kinetic does? It's mood control, I call it. It's stress reliever or whatever. You focus much better. Some people, when they are losing weight, because the idea that they are losing weight, they are eating less, they sometimes, the personality starts changing a little. That's why Kinetic is so important. Yeah, here says Sylvia saying that her husband lost about 20 pounds when 2 Kinetics a day and the 2 or 3 droppers. Yeah, it's a great combination. And when you add the Vitalite, you're adding product that's putting all those nutrients in our body that are helping through the weight loss, because the body needs more nutrients. And guess what? Toxins start being released. And one of the challenges of losing weight sometimes some people is that the fat acts like a sponge and toxins accumulate there. And if you don't help the body to get rid of those toxins, then it goes lower. That's why you have to make sure you are cleansing. And what do you think, what product are you using when you are cleansing? That's why it's so important that people say other products, and you say, well, but how do I do this? Well, you can add, let's eliminate the big package for now. Let's suppose that person said, yeah, I don't have the $1,700, but I want to have the best results. Okay, here you see the package, the 200, 100, that's the GLP-3 product. It's how many points? 100 points, you get 25 bucks. Well, that's cool. But you say, you know what? I want the 6 products too, and that's the next package. That's 200 points, and that's $100. And by the way, you see, look at the PIBM volume. It goes up. Now you have 125 PIB, 300 points. And now they don't have the Kinetic, and I'm not going to add it here, but imagine when you add the Kinetic, you are also adding more points. Or a person, let's eliminate this, add any of these products, packages, plus the, let's suppose that we are this one, the medium package, that by the way is the one that sell the most before the GLP-3 came in. It's just that the GLP-3 changed the focus of many people. And some of them forgot about the other products. Now that's not good. But let's suppose this package that has all the products and a little more, 300 points, the other ship, this is the one that's $100. $100, now you're making 125. Now, let's go with these numbers. Let's suppose that you sponsor only 5 people, that they are going to follow the system. You can sponsor tons of people, 100, but the 5 that they are going to do the same thing that you're doing. People that say, yeah, I want to come with the GLP-3 and I want to add more products. Still, the numbers are so cool. There's the $10,000 in the first 13 weeks. And by the way, we are not calculating the smart chip people are ordering every month. Plus, we are assuming that nothing's happening 3 to week. But let's suppose the week 3 to 4, you sponsor 3 people instead of 5. And then people are duplicating and sponsor each one 2, by the way, only, not 3. Look at the numbers. The next week you say, gosh, I'm so busy with all my people, I can sponsor only 2. Look the numbers, keep moving. Okay, the next one, only 1 because I'm working with all my people. Only 1, 2. Only 1, I'm gonna finish it like that, very simple. That's $20,000 that you earn, and we are not counting the smart chip, and we are not counting the matching bonuses. Because what this happens when people are duplicating you, you are getting everything. All of it. That's so cool. And this money that became what you did in the first 90 days or 13 weeks, and by the way, it's actually 91 days, but anyway, 90 days, $20,000. Eventually, you have so many people in ownership. Look at that, 1,186. And depending on the ownership, the average is $100. That's 111,000 points in ownership every month. Plus the matching bonus of the people. Plus the new people are coming because this is not going to stop here. By the way, all these are people, if you want to know what's going on, the first week is only your people. You sponsor the first column, excuse me. 14 people you sponsor. The second column, what your line is doing. The third column, what the next line is doing. All the way to the next line. And I know even an example going deeper. Numbers don't lie. When you hear people making huge numbers in the first 90 days, it's because they have people duplicating. And they don't have to be too many of them. Yeah, the PAB is the fast money. The same that the retail sales that I'm not calculating here because this is a chart of only BAs. That's simple. All right, I'm going to get out the screen and I'm going to start screaming because it seems I am screaming. All right. Okay, any questions? Okay.
Can you send out that spreadsheet, Excel thing?
Mm-hmm. I made it into Excel, but I'm not sure it's because I have it in numbers right now. But I know. You don't have a Mac. I can send it to you, and you see if it works, and then you can post it in the WhatsApp.
No, because you told me to buy a Mac. I bought one.
Oh, you bought a Mac? Never mind. That's really good. For those of you that don't have a Mac, and I forgive you, no, you're joking. I'm joking. Okay, but still, you can post it the way that I send you. You can post it in the Black Crow part as an Excel. Actually, let me see if I can do that.
Perfect.
From here, I don't know if I can do it right away because I have to go. Because this is on Keynote, as you see, but it's inside. It's an inside spreadsheet made in numbers. I wonder if
George, I have a Mac, but I also have Excel on my Mac.
Okay, all right. What I can do is, but still, I'm gonna put it this page. I'm gonna see if I can make it into. Oh, let me see if I can do. I'm gonna do it right now in real time. We're gonna see how this works. Okay, this is something cool about Mac, by the way, for those of you that don't have Macs, so cool. What I'm doing right now, I'm getting this slide that I just showed. Oh, it's not there. Let's see. Oh, I love this. As you see, I love spreadsheets. I mean, this is, oh, come on, what happened? Okay, let me see. Da-da-da-da. Oh, it's because I skipped it by mistake. No, where is my slide? Oh, don't tell me that I lost it by mistake. Oh, no, that's not it. Where is the spreadsheet? Okay, let me get out of the screen because I cannot see super good. All right. Okay. All right, let me find it because for some reason I lost it now. Where are you, spreadsheet? Well, what I'm going to do is, I don't know why it disappeared. Okay, let me find it again. Oh, I found it. All right. Let me do it in real time for those of you that have Macs. If you don't have a Mac, just enjoy it and you're going to buy a Mac. Okay. All right. There is a spreadsheet. I created a new site. I'm going to copy this slide and copy it and put it into the new one that I just opened. All right. Okay, I'm going to put it here. Okay, I'm going to erase this too. And then here on top, okay, here you see, I'm going to export it to PowerPoint, and PowerPoint, as you know, is the PC form. PowerPoint, save. Okay. And let me save it like PowerPoint. Okay, spread. Let's see, commission calculator. I like more that calculator.
Will that automatically convert over, George, if you save it as a PowerPoint?
Yeah, because PowerPoint is a PC, and
Yes, I have PowerPoint too.
okay, and PowerPoint is part of the suite of PCs that include Excel.
Yes.
Okay, let me put it here on training 2026. Okay, perfect. Okay, saving. But you see how cool. One of the things that I like about Mac, besides that we never got viruses, we don't have to buy the McAfee or all this stuff, is that you can read everything that PC does. Now, PC cannot read everything that we do. And what we do, we make it into a way that PC can read it. In other words, we are bilingual. PC is unilingual. It doesn't speak other languages. That's one
We
of the
can't see the form.
because
It's offer.
yeah, you don't have, yeah.
Okay.
I just exported.
I thought it was on your screen here.
No, you cannot see it because it's exported right now.
Oh, I see.
And
You could also do it on your Android because I do that.
Yeah. Okay, and now I'm going to put the link on the right side, and you tell me anybody if they can open it. Okay, let me go to right side. This is live, but you see that I know AI. AI cannot do that. I am smarter than AI right now. Okay, all right. Let me open it. Document, BP training. Oops. 26. All right. Okay, let's see if it's gonna work. This is first time that I'm gonna do it in person. That's too. By the way, again, this anybody that has a PC are gonna be able to open this. Let's see, because I have to make sure by date. Where's the? Sorry, it takes a little longer because I am. Commission calculator. All right, perfect. Okay, it's gonna be on the right side. And if somebody can tell me it's gonna work, you see it's in PowerPoint. Now, I open it myself in PowerPoint to see if because I can read PowerPoint to see if it will work on mine. But there it is. And if it works great, that means that you have it there. If it doesn't, then I have to make it into Excel. And then I send it to the thing. But the calculator is so cool because you can play with numbers. Okay. Let me see.
I was able to open it up, George. It looks like I can change the numbers on there.
Okay, see if you can change and play with the numbers.
Okay.
And if you can do that, that means that it works. However, I'm going to make it into Excel in case anyway.
Okay.
And it works on my Android too.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Just click it and it works. It's magic.
Okay, cool. Okay, then you have, but however, I'm going to make it into Excel to make sure because sometimes people even that simple, they're going to say, how do I do PowerPoint again into Excel? Even that it's there. But it's part of the suite. That's why it's supposed, in theory, it's going to work. Okay. Anyway, any questions? I know it was a little tougher seeing the numbers, the raw numbers of things, and that's why this morning, and I'm glad we brought the auto ship because the auto ship is so darn important. Yeah, and Sylvia was saying this morning, smart ship is the key. It is the key. The smart ship is more important than how the person is coming in. I prefer somebody that's going to be active for the next 5 years than somebody that comes with 10 packages. Yeah, you make money up front, but the person never is going to bring anybody because that person that started smart ship is possible is bringing other people and it's going to bring hundreds, thousands, of tens of thousands of people. Person that comes with a big package but never bring anybody and doesn't go in a smart ship, maybe the person is going to be active for 12 months because they are buying the big package, the 2,000 something that activate you. But then after 12 months, what we have seen, numbers again, only 10% of the people that buy a big package ever start a smart ship again after 12 months. 9 in 10 done. And if you don't believe me, go to the people that you sponsor with a big package when you started to see how many of them are still in smart ship. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, thank you, Irene. Perfect.
You're welcome. It's
George.
very visual and I'm sure it'll help all of us.
Yeah. Yeah, I do a Excel spreadsheet for it's numbers, but it's the same as Excel. I just switch into Excel for everything. I have it for so many things in my life because I love it. And now the cool thing is that I discovered that actually ChatGPT can create, I know you can do it in Cloud too, you can create your own spreadsheets. It's just that ChatGPT, I had to find out it does it with numbers. I just saw a training how to create a PowerPoint presentation using AI. I thought it was amazing, but it's using PowerPoint. I don't know if it does it with a Keynote, but probably does. But Elizabeth, good morning. Do you have a
Hi,
question?
good morning. Thank you. Quick question. Were you saying that because I was able to download and open that PowerPoint on my Mac, but are you saying that I should be able to play with the numbers and it will be adjusted or only through Excel?
No, you can adjust it in either one right now. Yeah, in
Okay.
either one. But if you have a Mac, you don't have to change it into Excel. Although you can just go to the top and export it. You can even export
You
it
have
to
a
Excel.
Mac?
Yeah. Pardon me? Yeah, if you have a
Oh,
Mac.
sorry, I was making a comment.
Uh,
Could
uh,
you, George, could you put the link into the meetings? It's great when you do those because I get to open them right away. When you do
oh,
your
yeah.
recordings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
got
an
you.
awesome feature. It makes it so easy to grab it while we're real time here instead of going back to find it.
Okay, perfect. Let me
Thank
find
you
it.
so much.
Great.
Okay.
Okay, George, I got it. You're saying I can even switch to an Excel.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes. But because you have a Mac, you don't have to do it unless you are sharing it with somebody that
Okay,
doesn't have a Mac.
perfect.
Sorry,
But it's
Elizabeth,
still,
I didn't mean to talk over you.
Oh, that's okay. Thank you. Thank you.
okay.
That's okay.
Okay. There is the YouTube
Right.
channel on the right side. And that's this meeting. If you go now, right now, you are going to see what we are doing now, although there's like 10 seconds delay. But anyway, any other questions and comments? Because it's Saturday. Remember, you can ask anything. Saturdays are for anything. Well, of course, we always have a topic, but we can expand on anything that you feel that you have to ask about everything. Although today, of course, the focus was basically on the pay plan and activity, because those two go together. That's the way that works. Okay, perfect.
Quick
Oh,
question, George. On
yeah.
the link, I just subscribed to it. Will that help me get to your link quicker on YouTube?
Yeah. If you are subscribed, yeah.
Okay, okay. I just want to make sure so I'm not digging deep,
Yeah.
trying to
I,
find the link.
Yeah, no, yeah, that gives you very fast. Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm gonna keep adding more stuff. Mostly the thing that are there are these calls, although I've been adding some little things here and there. But you're gonna see it more organized next time because I'm adding. I did already like 5 videos that I had not uploaded yet. That in a new session that I'm gonna create on that. But anyway, and of course I'm doing some lives in social media and YouTube and also in Facebook that are going to be there too. Oh, they are, one of them are there, but the other one are not there yet because I'm doing an experiment. I'm creating a podcast. That's what happened. And then I'm playing with the tools for the podcast.
Thank you. That's very helpful.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay, let's see if I have any question on the right side. Okay. All right. Okay, and again, anything that we can answer here, and the cool thing is that the simplicity is that we have a simple plan, even that for at the first side when we don't know it, we think that's complex, and the second part, well, by just keeping the activity and having an activity form that keep us accountable to ourselves. And also to our leaders too, because if a leader is asking, you're telling your leader, my business is not working, well, can you show me your activity? You have to be able to show the activity. It's like you are in a job. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Well, show me the activity, the forms, whatever you're using to track whatever in your job or in any business. Things have to be trackable in any business. And this is a serious business. It's just that there was a leader in another company, she said, it's too easy to get in, but it's easy to get out. That's it. Yeah, because you don't need anything special to get in. It's why sometimes people that come into businesses that are more complex, or because they have huge investments. I'm not talking about $3,000. That seems a huge investment at the time, but really it's not. But when you're investing $100,000 in a business, $200,000, $1 million, or 50,000, how many people I know that they open a business or buy a franchise and they are mortgaging their home? These people are going to do whatever it takes to make those businesses successful. And it's why they put way more action. It's why franchises had a higher level of success than other businesses started, because not only the people are putting more of their money, but at the same time they have a plan that people are following. We have a plan here. We just have to follow. It's why some professions that require licensing, if a person really is going for it, they have to do everything because they go through more. They have to go through, like real estate in your case, they go through the classes, you get the license, etc. And now you have to perform. But you cannot perform before you go through the classes and you pass the state exams. That's the same. Here, we don't have any of those restrictions. And that's why it's so easy to get in, so easy to get out. It's why the percent of people that are successful goes lower, not because the business itself, it's just because people. Like I said before, you can sign up 100 people with the best package, but if they are not doing the simple basics, that would be thought. If we needed a license, network marketing licensing, people would be more active into it. Interesting, because there are two countries in Europe, I think it's France and Italy, but I'm not 100% sure, that require a license to do network marketing. Sometimes I think that would be a good idea here. I know people say, oh no, I had to go back to school, but probably would make us more serious. Dr. King, I don't remember his first name, he's from the University of Chicago. As a matter of fact, he was proposed years ago to license in network marketing. As a matter of fact, he was the first person that brought into colleges many years ago actually a network marketing school class that where people were getting a degree, etc., in network marketing. And it's in Chicago, by the way, Kimberly, in the University of Chicago.
Yeah, I know where it is.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, do you know about Dr. King? I forgot his first name, jeez. He's an attorney, PhD, has like 100 degrees, and he believed that if people if we were licensing, the profession would be more professional. And probably I agree with him, but I know that's not going to happen. But anyway, any other questions?
What's really fabulous about this business, George, is that we get free training, free mentorship. In
Yes.
real estate, we have to pay for everything. Everything comes out of our pocket. So I really appreciate you and all of the other leaders because we're never too old to grow, right? It doesn't matter how old we are. I have a passion for growing so that I could help the people that I know, my children and my grandchildren grow so that they learn never to give up on business and on themselves. So thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. By the way, his name is Dr. Charles King, and he's a professor of marketing at the University of Illinois. Okay. I just found it because I wanted to make sure. But no, thank you for what you said. And in this case, by the way, it depends so much on us. And that's the thing, it's so easy. We have free trainings, free everything. And that shows you that it seems that when something free, many people don't take advantage of it. And that's why I say, okay, come on. But anyway, yeah, what you say is true. We have incredible leaders. I mean, Christine has been in the industry for 40 years, more than 40 years, and she earned over $20 million. And we have King Wee, and we have so many people that every time they talk, wisdom is coming from them. But many times we try to reinvent the wheel. We think that's better the way that we do it, but we don't follow the leadership. And that's why. But anyway, I know I went so deep into this, but I love this business. I love the numbers. I love what it can be done. And that's the power of network marketing. You can create a residual income that can be give it to your relatives. You can sell it. I don't know why you want to sell it, but why not? Some people, that's free enterprise. I have a friend that his name is Brian. I'm not going to say his last name, but he buy down lines. That's what he does. He's a millionaire that has like 10 different positions, 10 different companies. He paid between $1 million to $10 million, depending what he's buying. He had done some terrible investments because some companies disappear. Goodbye the downline. But other ones, he has an incredible income for years because he knows he doesn't build it, but he buy them. If somebody wants to sell it, and we become friends, he tried to buy from me twice from 2 different companies. That's why I know him very well. He's from a family of investors, and that's what he does. But it's because he sees it as a big business. Even that a couple of them companies shut down, whatever he invests for, and the other companies is still is paying, and they're going to pay him because he has, even in some of the strong companies, he has positions. I don't know how much he make per year, but I bet it's a big chunk of money because I seen his house in Las Vegas. Okay. Oh, Kimberly say, do not sell. No, I'm not selling. Okay.
It's so true,
Good.
though, George,
Can't
because
buy
you
you
have to.
out.
Oops. Sorry, Kimberly.
That's all right. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that everything that you have shared, George, it's so true. I believe that if we don't invest in ourselves and if we don't have skin in the game, we just take everything else for granted. And I've learned a long time ago not to take things for granted. For instance, my ankle. I can't go out there and warm chatter as fast as I can because I broke my ankle and I'm
Oh,
still
no.
healing. So I'm almost there, but we have to have skin in the game to invest in ourselves. And this is the only platform we get where we can attain all these things from all these great leaders for free. We just have to do the activities to get to where they are, right? I understand that. I mean, I'm not perfect and I'm not always consistent, but I work to be consistent every week. So I don't know. That's just my
Yeah.
say.
No, and it's true. This is interesting because a lot of people are always looking for the magic bullet, and they go out there and they pay $5,000 to a person that had never built a network marketing company. Is telling you that you can get unlimited leads, or it's telling you that you can build from your home, creating that, doing this and this and that. And then you ask the person, well, why you are not doing it? It's so good. There's a conflict of interest, and I said that's BS. If you can make an extra $1 million and right now you're not, you would use whatever you are learning. It's why when somebody come to me, I have a system that's amazing, it would be great for your team. Wow, how is doing for you? What do you mean? Well, have you built? No, I have not built organization. Well, I tell you one thing, if you come here and you build a huge organization, you show me your success, then I promote you. How many of those people do you think have joined? Zero. And they are charging $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $10,000, $25,000 a year for coaching programs. It's why
Yes, I have a lot of friends who are paying a lot of money for their coach, but I don't see them excelling because they're not doing the activities,
no,
to get to where they want to be and who they want to follow. It's just sad.
I had a few friends that I'm not going to name because obviously, but these are 7 million income earners selling trainings, but they can't build even if you put a gun on their head. And the two of them, especially one of them, offered me a partnership that we could do together a bunch of things. So let's do it together. We can make a lot of money. But the fact that I know that this person has not built, you can't partner with a person like that. That tell the people, and he coach personal, both they do personal coaching that go between $5,000 for 6 classes all the way to $25,000 or more for a full year. But they are not building.
Yep, I see that too.
They are not building. If they would be building, you say, well, and there are a few that the big coaches that they also build. I understand that. But most of the people that are in the internet right now, you can get unlimited leads or what your upline is not telling you. Or what, first of all, sadly many people fall in that trap. Why we are not going to tell you a secret? I want you to know everything to become successful. But say, well, your upline is not telling you. What big leaders don't tell your people. You say, really? Are you so stupid that you believe that yourself? I know many people are going to believe it. Because sometimes people, when they don't have success, they are blaming somebody. Say, oh yeah, probably my upline has a secret. Let me pay this guy $10,000. He's going to tell me the secret. Jeez.
Yeah, that's victim mentality right there.
And they do it all the time. It's why many of these coaches make a lot of money. There's one that's very popular that has funny videos, etc. But I know who the heck that guy is. Elizabeth, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just agreeing with what Irene said is, network marketing. I think it's a mixture of,